Everybody. Hopefully we can hear Butsy. I
Can
can
you
hear
hear
you
me?
now. I can hear you now.
Okay.
Woo, just in the nick of time. I mean, we're
Wow.
we're about 10 minutes late anyways, but
What the fuck happened tonight?
that was rough. That was very rough. It just kind of goes with the day that I am having right now, which is,
Cheers to
you know,
that.
everything was kind of everything was going smoothly today. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, just batshit crazy stuff just started to happen. Like, for instance, found out so the car was in at the mechanic because I needed to get some emissions done, right? It's an old
Yeah.
enough vehicle. And so, sure enough, the mechanic's just like, yeah, you got a nail in your back tire. It's leaking. So
Oh.
I take it over to a tire place. And as I'm going over there, come to find out that the front tire as well. So not only does the back tire have a nail in it, but the front tire has slightly exploded. So I'm
Oh
like, what
God.
the hell is going on here? So yeah, I got stuck out there for quite some time. And yeah, we're kind of running a little late, but hell, we're going to have a hell of a show. That's
Gotta
how it
keep an
always
eye on
goes.
those tires, bud.
I know I do. I run those things right down
Fuck.
to the metal. They're run flat, so you never really know. And there's like a metal sleeve that goes around it. So I once the metal sleeve starts showing, that's normally when I'm like, oh, gotta get new tires. But yeah, not
Rolling
a
on
good
Maypops.
situation. I know. And now, yeah.
It's all good. Move along.
Moving along. Oh, we've got a hell of an episode for everybody. This is the preview show for the Open Championship. Obviously, we are going to be talking about the Scottish Genesis Open, which is kind of the preview to the Open Championship, if you ask me. I mean, so many guys have started making this their normal routine, especially from the United States, of going over and playing in the Genesis before going to the Open Championship, getting a little Scottish golf action in to get the feel for link style golf, even though it's going to be in Ireland this year. So,
Still,
yeah, still,
little
you
acclamation.
exactly. You ready to get this thing going?
Let's go.
I love the Yeti mug, by the way.
Can I have
That's
one more
great.
cup of coffee, babe? Go,
the
Bonnie.
man, the man is locked in with the teal Yeti. Big Yeti fan.
It's a great mug. God.
All right, let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, everybody, to Pull Hook Golf, the podcast. I'm your host, Matt Cook. Tonight, we've got our co host, Butsy, with us, and we've got a great show for you, which is the preview show for the Open Championship this year, which is going to be out at Royal Portrush in Ireland. But before we get to that, we do have the Scottish Genesis Open, which has the strongest field that we have seen in quite some time out there. And we got some audience members joining in. Good old Trot Golfer. Evening, gents. Good evening to you as well, good sir. I do want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Devro Golf. Folks, utilize the promo code PullHookGolf20 at checkout for 20% off your entire order at devrogolf.com. I'm rocking the gear. Is that the Devro sweater there, Bonsi? Is
Yeah, it
that
was
the
a little chilly up
cardigan?
here last time. Let's see if I
Ah.
can.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. I didn't know you got that one. I remember when I picked it up and you were like, man, that's a good looking cardigan.
I've had it. I haven't worn it yet, and it's very comfortable.
Yeah, we got that quite some time ago.
We did.
Yeah. Uh, but we've also got the head covers right behind me here and then some hats along top. I kind of feel like a flight attendant doing this. So, folks, if you've ever been on a flight, you've kind of seen some hand gestures by the stewardess. That is what I'm doing right now, showing off all the Devro gear in the backdrop. We also want to give a shout out to Vice Golf, who, folks, you can utilize the promo code PULLHOOK for all different types of discounts over there at vicegolf.com. Get some golf balls. They've got some great deals going on over there, and they're restocked in a lot of the big ones like the Pro Pluses. But honestly, I've been playing this one right over here, which is the Tour Ball, which they have a gray, blue, and pink ball. It's kind of dope, if you ask me. So the
Interesting.
ball itself is gray, and then the vice is blue with a pink outline to it. It's really cool.
Huh.
And a new hat by Vice, by the way, too. So if you are
Huh.
watching the podcast, you will be seeing all of this in the backdrop. We've also got Rock Form, which is a new sponsor of the Pull Hook Golf podcast. Their speakers right over here. I actually left that up at the golf course today, getting a golf lesson. So hopefully the outside guys did not take that one,
She
and I
gone.
can get that back. So good
She
old
gone.
frog form. Dude, that speaker has been dynamic for me. I've used it literally everywhere. Went paddle boarding last weekend on the 4th of July, and that rock form was locked right in with me. And man, we were bumping some tunes out there on the paddle boards. We were having a great old time with rock form, but utilize the promo code Pull Hook. I
Pull
believe it's
Hook.
Pull Hook 2025. If it's not, utilize Pull Hook Golf 2025. I think it's Pull Hook 2025. But
Or shoot over a DM on the IGs, right? We'll get it right.
exactly, we'll get that over to you for 20% off over there at Rock Form. The other thing, because of the 5 a.m. comeback that I'm on, I also use the golf magnet that they have, which is basically a golf shaft that goes into the ground. And if you want, there's two pieces to it. So there's a magnetic piece that you can put on anything metal. So you can just pop it off real quick, pop it on the golf cart, and you are good to go. So again, hopefully I get that Rockform speaker back. I'm gonna miss that thing if it is gone, but gonna have to
Got to
buy
get
another
another
one.
one. Got
Yeah,
to get
get
another
another
one.
one. So all right, that's all. That's it for the sponsors for right now. We do have some more exciting sponsors that will be coming on board in the weeks to come, as well as Sunglasses One. I will just say that if you've been watching some stories, you've probably seen me wearing some pretty cool shades. That company is going to be coming on board as well. They're local here in Scottsdale, Arizona. But enough about all the sponsors, which we love. We could talk about for hours about this. We got to start off with the tee off report with Botsy. We're bringing it back. We're bringing it back because good old Botsy, he's ready. And he told me tonight, he goes, I'm fired up. I'm ready to go. I've got 12 cups of coffee in me, and I am ready for the tee off report. So, that being said, I got a special tee off report for everybody.
Ooh.
And here's the scenario: your girl or girlfriend just started playing the game of golf, and you decide you're going to go ahead and get her some golf lessons. Do you let her go alone, or do you stand there and hawk the lesson?
Is that the question?
That's the question.
You let her go alone. You're a pansy, candy ass, beta male, insecure pile of mastodon dong. If you accompany her to the lesson, it's one thing if you take her and then maybe you go like in the golf shop and grab a beer or sit somewhere outside of the. She's not a kid, right? You don't need to sit there and make sure. What are you worried about? You took her to the
Exactly.
golf lesson because you can't teach her how to play golf. Leave her alone. She doesn't need your overlord oversight. You're not her dad. So anybody that's sitting there to accompany their significant other during a golf lesson, you're fucking pathetic.
This happened today. We had some friends that shot us over a little photo showing us a hawker, right?
We
But
won't
see,
mention names.
no names, no golf courses, no nothing. But there was a good old hawker out there, and my
Just
God, it was pretty embarrassing to see that. So when I saw the photo, I was like, "You got to be shitting me!"
how good is that photo? That
It's
guy is
so
like,
good. Yeah, arms crossed, just angry look, and just like straight up giving vibes of I'm insecure and you do not touch my girlfriend.
yeah. I don't even think you do that like with a kid over the age of like 12. Do you?
I don't know. I'll get there at some point, I guess.
Yeah, that's. I just don't leave the girl alone. Let her fucking have her golf lesson. You
Yeah,
suck. Leave her
seriously.
alone. Yeah. So there.
Or put her in like if you're that worried about it, put her in a group golf lesson. You know what I mean? Like,
What are you worried about?
yeah, that's the thing. Like, you got more problems in your relationship. If you send your girl off to a golf lesson and you feel insecure enough that you got a hawk all over that thing.
You probably already vetted the guy anyways and came up with like who to send her to begin with. So you think this guy's gonna like bang your chick? I don't. It's just
Or
fucking.
this could have been like the 10th lesson, and he might have heard some things from his wife about what she was being taught, that he's like, that's not normal. I need to get out there and hawk this lesson. So
Or here's another. This just popped in my head. You're just that fucking cheap that you don't want to pay for two golf lessons, so you pay for hers, and she gets like a beginner's rate, and you never took any lessons because you're too fucking cheap. So you go and act like you're there for oversight, but you're taking mental notes because you're cheap. That's
that's a really good point too. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of ways to take this. A lot
yeah,
of paths to go down as to
yeah.
how we ended up with this guy in this photo hawking this golf lesson.
It's a pathetic photo. But either way,
It really is. But before we get into the pro stuff, I also have to mention a viral video that's been going around of this golf fight in
bang,
Canada.
bang.
Bang, bang.
You didn't even have to tell me.
So apparently, the guy who is giving his own sound effects as he's hitting this dude, both the Canadians, clearly you can hear it in their accents,
Yeah.
which I said, I was like, man, AI has gotten out of control. Like, this is wild to see Canadians like mad at each other. Like, we
Yeah.
just don't see Canadians that often being mad at each other. But that big dude who was laying down the hammer, ex NHL player.
Enforcer, not just an NHL player, but an NHL enforcer. The guy that beats the shit out of everybody. Anybody that hits anybody too hard, that guy gets put on the ice to go fuck that guy up.
It's so true. It's
You
so
can hear him
true.
though. Did you watch the full version where like
Yes.
the backstory? He's like, "Trust me, buddy. You don't want to do this. It's gonna be a bad day for you."
And, and he's like, your buddy's not that tough. Now I blame the hype man, right? The
Yeah.
other guy who doesn't get into the fight, but he's the other drunken idiot. And literally he's sitting there going, oh, my buddy's pretty tough. He's pretty tough. Like just hyping him up, hyping him up. And then all of a sudden he put his buddy in a bad spot.
That guy was like, he's one of those drunks that somehow finds a way to stand up and look okay, but was so blacked out because he allowed the man to grab him by the shirt and just punch him, and he doesn't do anything. Like he kind of does one of these.
Yeah.
He didn't punch. He didn't throw a single punch. I don't think, did he? He just got
No,
hit in the
no.
face.
No, the best the best part, which I wish they got it on camera, was when he charges at him and the dude just kind of takes him and chucks him into the lake. That
Oh,
would have been great to have on film.
just pure. Like, yeah, that guy's gonna have to live with that forever. And
It's tough. That's
if
a
you're the
tough
guy that,
scene.
like, if I'm the guy that got thrown in the lake, you're sending me that video of me getting thrown in the lake. If you're my friend, every day or week forever. Like it's good stuff.
Oh, it was so great to see. Like, and it's a long video too. Like, I'm sitting there
Yeah.
and I'm like, man, am I gonna watch this whole thing? And I was just so intrigued. I'm like, I gotta continue to watch it. It's kind of sad though at the end of the day, but I get it, man. Slow play. You can't have it out there. So I'm on Team X NHL player right there.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's probably one of the best videos I've seen on Instagram in years,
It's pretty pretty good.
golf wise, for
Yeah.
sure.
There's been some good golf fights on social media that we've seen, right?
Yeah.
The at the club championship where the guy's being called a cheater. I think that
hmm
happened in Canada too. What is going on with Canadians playing golf and getting into fistfights on the golf course?
They're starting to lash out. They're seeing some hockey crossover clearly. What do we got? We're going to put a penalty box out there soon. I don't know, but you are right. There's been some violence from the Canucks on the golf course. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's a wild scene out there
Yeah,
in the streets of Canada at the moment. So
the
yeah,
streets. Do they have streets?
they got woods. I know that. I do love Canada. Canada's great. Now, as we get into, we got to move past the social media. I
Yeah,
can't get my mind off of it though. Bam, bam. Just
made his own
the,
sound
the
effects while
sound
he was hitting
effects
him.
are the best. It was almost like a warning that's like you're about to get hit in the face. Bam.
It was like some. It looked like a show, like a show, like something you'd see on like Trailer Park Boys or something. Like didn't look like it happened out of nowhere. It looked completely staged, and it was not.
It makes me feel like we certainly are living in a simulation. That's for sure.
Yep.
Butsy, any fights on the course that you've seen?
No, no, a whole lot of this.
A lot
People
of chirping.
playing tough and this and that. I've had a couple friends almost fight where I'd like calmed them down because
Hmm.
my personal opinion about fighting on the golf course, it's like the stupidest thing that you could ever possibly do. Like, it's a shame. It's shameful to get in a fight on the golf course for any reason, including slow play. It's fucking ridiculous. You should not be
Someone
fighting.
not helping you look for a golf ball.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's
You
where we
punch
draw the
somebody.
line. That is
That's
where
not a
we draw
fight.
the line.
That's not a fight.
That's a beatdown.
Yeah, that's more just a frustrate. That's not a fight.
Yeah. You
But
ever hit anybody with a golf club before?
no. Mm-mm. No, I not a big violence person, Couple
You're a
times
lover,
that I
not a
was
fighter.
yeah. I mean if somebody hit me with a golf club, I'd probably be pretty violent pretty fast, but I would never instigate it.
I hear you. Yeah. Now, has anybody ever messed with your golf ball? So, like a group in front of you, you happen to hit into them by accident. Ever
Yeah.
get the whole, they hit it back at you or they hit it like into the shit, anything like that?
I've seen people just flat out pick it up and then um again, like take the fucking ball, dude. If you really want to take the ball, like I'm not gonna be the guy. You fucking took my ball, dude. I'm gonna beat your ass. Like that's not me. If I saw him pick it up, I'm definitely gonna go over and say, "Hey, did you see a ball over there?" And if the guy like, I feel like it makes him look like more of an asshole if I just play cool and leave and like, you can have my ball, dude. All right, sounds
I
good.
totally agree with you. There was a golf course, I think it was like 2 years ago, to where it had a couple short par fours back to back. Can't remember the golf course that it was. It might have been like Arizona Golf Resort or something. But on the scorecard, it said like 400 yards, right? For the one par four. So I hit while the group's on the green. It goes rolling to the back fringe. The guy, as the group's like walking off, just like turns and hits it into the street. I'm like, oh, okay, that definitely got there. So yeah, I've had it happen a couple times. I try not to hit into people.
Yeah, no, same. Like if I could avoid it, or if I do, it's an accident.
And I've got pretty good depth perception, It's very rare. It was one of those to where it's like, okay, is this really that far? So I blame the golf course on that one.
Yeah, they were wrong. They
Wrong
got.
yardage.
I agree.
So yeah, great
Well,
times. Let's keep it moving. Scottish Open. This is the pre-preview show for the Open Championship, and I feel like the Scottish Open is the pre-tournament to the Open Championship, or the pre-tournament to the Open Championship, if that makes any sense. But
yeah, it's
Patsy,
the
we got
warm
a
up.
good one this week. We've got all top five in the official World Golf Rankings, which all the Live fans are going to go wah, 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 because their players are not in the official World Golf Rankings. But Scotty Scheffler, Rory McIlroy, Xander Schauffele, Ludwig Oberg, and Colin Morikawa are all in North Berwick, giving the co-sanctioned event its strongest entry list since becoming a PGA Tour DP World Tour Alliance stop in 2022. Probably the smartest move that they could have ever made. And I was talking with Trot actually today about the fact that Billy Horschel, which I know you guys all love,
Oh yeah,
yeah, lots of things to be said about him. I actually like Billy
you
Horschel,
like
but
horse?
I do. I know his caddy, and I feel like I like Billy Horschel. So, anyways, moving beyond the likeness factor, I feel like he's one of the guys that started it. Like a few years back, before they started the Genesis Scottish Open, he started going over to Scotland playing in a DP World Tour event back when it was just a DP World Tour event. And he was one of the few guys that would go over and start to prep and get ready for the Open Championship. And now look at it. I mean, now we've got one of the biggest events that's going on all year. I mean, this is basically one of the strongest fields in golf at the moment. Like you look at the
It's
Players
like the Hero,
Championship, it's just like the Hero Championship.
like the Hero World Challenge,
Yeah.
for
Or
sure.
yeah, what did I call it? The Hero Championship? Wow.
No,
We've
I
talked about
forget.
it so much. It's just a championship to me now.
It's the World Challenge,
It is a world challenge hosted by Tiger,
right? It's huge.
who
So
by the way is
here,
still out due to an Achilles.
close though. We saw him walking an entire round with Charlie.
Are you surprised that Charlie Woods has started playing so well?
No, not at all. I mean, I know this wasn't in the notes or whatever, but um, your Tigers kid, and it sounds like he's been busting his ass nonstop. Like eventually, you're gonna have a breakthrough. He's got a good golf swing. It's gonna come together at some point. Just when that happens at a different point for everybody. I feel like, and it's starting to pop off for him.
Great point. It happens for everybody at different points. I love that line. And yeah, it's starting to look like he is for real. Now it's way too early still.
Sure.
Way too early.
Yeah, but the capability is like he's okay. He's pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. Scheffler, McIntyre, Scott, first two rounds. So you got those three playing together, it looks like, as Trot Golfer just shared with us. And then Austin Whittington is joining in, getting out of the heat and hanging in the UK for 2 weeks playing golf. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to us, too. I mean, shoot, it's been 110 plus out here.
Yeah.
So it's a little
112
toasty.
tomorrow. Fucking
Yeah,
real nice.
gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Uh, Actually playing with our buddy Blaine on Thursday. So that'll
Are you
be a
gonna go
nice
tee it with
hot
him?
one. I'm going to go tee it with him.
Dope.
Absolutely. Yeah, looking forward to it. Shout out Blaine. Um, let's keep it moving with the Scottish Open. And, home favorite and defending champion Bobby Mack. He is headlining the European contingent. Okay. He's trying to repeat after last year's emotional victory on home soil.
Make it so.
And you know who else likes this place? Xander Schauffele, Rory McIlroy. So this should be a really, really good Genesis Scottish Open or
I'm
Scottish
looking forward
Genesis
to
Open.
it. Yeah, it's not gonna be a runaway train by any means. You're gonna have some big guys at the top.
Now, this is going to be an unpopular opinion. The Europeans hate US golf because of the hours that it's on. Okay. For us, I love when it's over in Scotland, the Open Championship, because we get to wake up, and Trot Golfer just mentioned this as well. We get to wake up at we can go to bed at, let's say, 10 o'clock, wake up at 3 a.m., and all of a sudden you got golf on.
Well,
And you're almost wrapping up the day, I guess.
uh, they would love it too if they only had to watch one event a year that was like that, and the other events were at their convenience on the weekend. Uh, we don't mind it. It's like something that it's different. So it's like one tournament a year where if I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm gonna watch the major, and it's fucking I can't wait. But if we had to watch the PGA Tour every weekend at 2 o'clock in the morning, probably
We might be a little bitter like that.
saying that. I don't know. You might not
Yeah,
like
that's
it as
fair.
much.
And of course, birthplace of golf being Scotland, it's like, how do they not have more professional golf over there? I do not know, but yeah, it is. Oh, look at you, such a sweet gentleman. He's got his dog in his lap now,
Sorry, go
and
ahead.
he's growling at you.
That was me.
But as we talk about the early mornings, it is awesome to watch golf that early or even like late at night. I used to be a late night guy a lot. Now I'm kind of more of an early morning guy.
Yeah.
But man, staying up and all of a sudden having golf on at the like midnight, 1 a.m. in the morning. Used to love that.
Fuck yeah.
So good stuff there. Now, moving on to, and I mean, you want to talk about the odds real quick?
Yes.
So let's go to good old FanDuel Sportsbook. Let me get on here and let's take a look at these live odds right now. So we've got Scotty Scheffler plus 360, Rory McIlroy's plus 800, Xander Schauffele plus 1800, Tommy Fleetwood's plus 2200, Colin Morikawa plus 2500, Bobby Max plus 2700, Ludwig Oberg's plus 3000, Matt Fitzpatrick, don't call him Matthew, is plus 3400, Justin Thomas is plus 3500, Sam Burns plus 4000, along with Victor Hovland. We got plus 4500 for Corey Connors, plus 5,000 for Straka, plus 5,500 for Adam Scott, plus 6,000 for JJ Spawn, our U.S. Open Warrior champion, plus 6,500 for Aaron Ride, Taylor Pendrith, Harris English, and Ryan Fox, plus 7,000 for Wyndham Clark and Harry Hall, Tom Kim, Siwoo Kim, Maverick McNeely all at plus 8,000, and the list goes on and on. Man, that's a good lineup.
I like Straka. I like that. What was he plus 6,000?
Plus 5,000. That is good.
Still, yeah. And Robbie Mack at 2,500.
2,700. Yeah.
Even better. Yeah.
Not bad.
That's not bad.
Not bad.
No.
Now, Scotty Scheffler being the favorite. And I can't remember for the life of me. Has Scotty ever won internationally?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I think it's all been domestic.
So why would the odds be that favorable?
Do you think they know something?
Got to know something. I mean, is it like, where are they coming up with this stuff? Does it have something to do with how the golf course sets up? Is that taken into account? Like what clubs they think he's going to hit, averages on how he's hit those clubs? Like how granular does it get when they're trying to figure out odds? They probably know more shit than we do.
I think that's actually a great interview to have like
an odds
one
maker.
of the sports betting odd makers on the podcast. But I don't know if they would give away the formula. You know what I mean?
I was going to say, are they allowed to do that?
I don't think so, which is why it's probably we haven't heard anybody come on a podcast. But I'm going to reach out to some contacts and see if that's a possibility of getting somebody on who can explain all of this to us. But it might help us a little bit too much because we're pretty good with the picks.
Yeah, if they're like, well, you got to take this into account, and you're like, sure as hell will going forward, and I'm going to be a whole lot better at betting this shit.
Now, question: if they would come on to an interview, but we could not ever gamble again, would you say yes to that?
I don't know if you thought that one through before you said it. I don't know if that. I mean,
would you have them on though? If you couldn't gamble in the future, if they're like, oh, I'm going to give you the inside scoop, but you can't gamble. And granted, I don't know.
I would be okay with it for betting on if it was just golf.
Yeah.
I would be okay with not betting on golf just to know, because I do believe that there's some pretty cool metrics, let's call it, that they probably have that you would have no idea that they have. That they're using to formulate these odds.
It's a good point because there's been multiple times over the past couple of years to where I've been like, why in the hell is this person? Like the one that comes to mind is Xander Schauffele before the PGA Championship after he collapsed to Rory McIlroy at Quail Hollow at the Wells Fargo. And all of a sudden I'm like, the guy's having a tough time under pressure. Like, why in the hell is he second in the odds? And then he goes on and wins it. So they obviously saw something. I mean, obviously he was in form. So that obviously.
I'm going to like AI, like I'm going to chat GPT this after there's probably more out there that we just haven't decided to like ask. That's probably available, I'd guess. So what goes into odds making in golf? I would start there. I wonder if there's anything that we're like, oh shit, I didn't think about that. That makes sense.
It's a good question. I am actually going to go, man, I didn't think about this one ahead of time in terms of like who I want to go with. So this is kind of on the fly when it comes to a pick. I'm going to go Tommy Fleetwood.
Ooh.
So after the difficult loss at the Travelers, losing it to Keegan Bradley, Ryder Cup style, he must have just a fire under his ass this week to prove something that he can win, but he's on international soil, which takes away the pressure of trying to win in the US. So I think this week is Tommy Fleetwood's week. And if you've been watching this podcast for a long period of time or listening to it, I have never chosen Tommy Fleetwood.
Yeah.
So this is the first.
You're just going with it. You just feel that.
I do, because he handled it so well. Like, he was devastated, right? But he said all the right things. He showed up to the press conference afterwards and he's like, well, I'm going to build off of this. Like, I'm not going to all of a sudden shy away from this moment. Like, I'm going to own it. And by owning it, I feel like from a psychology standpoint, that's only going to help you move forward with it.
Man, I'm just playing devil's advocate. I can see the Darth Vader, if you will, side of that too, where you're back in the position and you know that you've shit down your leg more than a few times.
Yeah, but he's
And-
only done it. He's won. I think we looked it up. It was like he's won 5 times internationally,
Mm.
and he's never won domestically.
Oh, well then, okay. Yeah, that actually changes things a little bit, doesn't it? Because
Which is
it's not a
why,
U.S. tour event.
exactly. And like, what it tells me is he's in form. Yes, he choked coming down the stretch, but he's got something to prove this week to where he's playing well and he wants to show everybody I can handle pressure. It's just maybe not the US pressure.
Yeah, and it would be nice to have a little bounce back after what did go down. So, maybe
Yeah.
maybe you're onto something there. There's a lot
Don't
more
know.
leaning the other way now after we talked about it.
Trot Golfer says that he's going with back to back for lefty. Good old Bobby Mack.
That's who I was gonna pick. I mean, a little partial, obviously, but dude, he's just fucking sneaky good.
So's Trot, by the way. Trot is a total homer on that one because Trot's a lefty as well.
Also, lefty.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Trot's
don't
a
know
real
what
lefty
happened.
though.
Yeah, you're kind of a hybrid.
I'm a weirdo.
Yeah, you putt righty, you hit the
Right.
golf ball left.
I'm right-handed.
Very strange.
Yeah, it's weird.
Good old Kyle over at Car Barn guys joining in for the first time.
Good
tonight. 2
old
weeks,
Kyle.
he says. 2 weeks.
2
What's
weeks.
2 weeks?
I don't know. What does that mean?
Cryptic. I mean, the
Very
Open
cryptic.
Championship is 2 weeks.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, maybe he's commenting on the Open Championship preview show. Maybe he
might
missed
be.
one of the pre's.
He might be. I don't know. Kyle's pretty fucking weird, so who knows what he's talking about.
We love you, Kyle. All right, let's move into the Open Championship. Some highlights around good old Royal Portrush. First time back to Ireland since Shane Lowry's 2019 triumph. McIlroy, as you recall, really wanted that Open Championship. Are we going to see this week a reinvigorated, or next week, sorry, a reinvigorated Rory McIlroy?
No,
Breaking. Hot off the press.
don't think so. I don't think so. I think we're a year out.
Yeah, I mean, he's still got that hangover from the good old Masters. So I don't expect anything of him for the rest of the year, but I do think if he's going to have a tournament this year that he actually outside of the Masters that plays extremely well, I think it's going to be Royal Portrush. I don't know why I'm struggling saying
Royal
yeah. Blah, blah.
Wow.
I need some water and I don't have any. That's not good.
Oh.
All right. Oh, but back in Ireland, have you ever played golf over in Ireland, Butsy?
No.
It is phenomenal. Like, it is
I've heard.
everything. I feel like it's underrated in a lot of ways because especially the coast of Ireland is unbelievable with Old Head and Doonbeg and Tralee, and all these golf clubs are just absolutely tremendous golf clubs. And I'm glad that the Open Championship is going to Ireland, because do you expect anybody to win it outside of Rory or Shane Lowry? Sepp Straka.
Set. It's my darkie.
You
It's my
love
dark
Sepp
horse.
Straka this year, except whenever he's won, you have not loved, like, you haven't picked him.
Fuck, that's true, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully I'm right this time. But I like Sep. He shows up. He's one of them. He's one of those guys. He's like modern day Marco Mira.
Mm,
He'll
wow.
pop up and win. How many times did O'Meara win? Quite a few, but
Yeah.
yeah, probably a whole lot more than Sep.
Yeah. Marco Mira quit because of Tiger Woods, because they were playing a lot together, and he's like, Tiger's so good, there's no way I can play golf anymore.
I can't beat that.
Yeah, there's no chance.
That's
So,
pretty. That's pretty noble.
yeah. I mean, he's somewhat said it in interviews, to where he's like, he played golf, and Tiger, I think he shot 59 or something like that out at their home club in Isleworth at the time. And he just walked off the golf course. He's like, I'm done playing golf. So,
I mean, that's tough.
yeah. I'm going to put this one back up here real quick, from
Yeah.
Kyle over at Carp on Guys. Well, Butsy, what's the secret to playing out of the desert?
I almost spit my water out there. Um, the secret to playing out of the desert is a keen mind and and a rigid, stable soul. And that's going to be my answer to that.
Wow.
There's nothing physical about it. You have to have belief that you're going to perform out of the desert. That's half the battle. Thinking you can hit a good shot out of the desert is the first part of that battle. If you get out there, you'll slip, you'll slide. I mean, people come here and play from the East Coast that have played tree line courses their entire life, and it's one of the hardest shots you'll ever see them attempt hitting. Um, Wide stance, and you just got to believe, brother. You
Gotta
just got to
believe.
believe. You got to
Gotta
believe.
believe.
You got to fly like an eagle into the sea. Okay,
Exactly.
let your spirit carry.
uh, Trot does make a good point about Bobby Mack. I called you both homers for being lefties. Did just finish second at the U.S. Open. That's a really good point. Really good point. Bobby Mack. He's going to be tough
Still
out there.
homers. Still
Still a
homers.
homer. Yeah. You two are still homers.
I bet Trot used to love Phil. I still love Phil. I love that he's just such an asshole.
I do too.
He's just genuinely an
Secretly.
asshole.
Secretly, I do love Phil.
I appreciate it.
Did I ever tell you about the time that I met Phil in New York City?
Oh God, you guys were at a urinal, right?
No,
Oh,
no.
different guy.
Different guy. Um, yeah, Open champion. So he had won the Claret Jug. So as we're talking about the Open Championship, I have a picture of this. I'll post it. And so there was a girl I was with at the time, and her sister was pregnant, like very pregnant. And so sure enough, Phil's over there, and they're wanting to get a picture. So I go over there, introduce myself, and sure enough, Phil says, "Hey, man, you can hold the Claret Jug if I can touch her belly." I'm like, absolutely. So there was a trade-off. So in the picture, Phil's holding her belly, and I'm holding the Claret Jug.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So that was kind of fun. Nice,
Fucking
nice time.
weirdo Phil.
And Phil was with like all the PGA Tour officials and everything. Like he was treating them to a big dinner. That's the one thing about Phil. Even the waiters and waitresses at the restaurant made a comment about how gratuitous Phil Mickelson is. And sure enough, like, I mean, he was treating all the guys. So, yeah, who knows whatever went wrong in that whole entire thing. But good old Phil Mickelson, the visor. Used to have one of those signed visors. How about you?
I got his autograph on a hat, a Max Fly hat with about 50 other signatures.
Love the mini golfer hat that has all the signatures all over it. That shows that you are dedicated as a fan to get all those signatures.
Oh yeah, I must have been so fucking annoying that day. Now that I look back on it, I was like, I don't know, 14 or something like that. Hey, Mister, I'm not getting. Shut the fuck up! I'm trying to do something right now. I don't hear it. Like, get it. You can tell too if you look at the hat because uh, a lot of the signatures are just little scribbles. Like this guy, get the fuck out. It's obvious, except for Nota Begae's. His looks like he was developing Parkinson's at the time that he signed my hat. But I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like the biggest storylines heading into Open Championship week is, will Scotty Scheffler win on international soil? You know how confident we are when it's the Memorial or even going to Quail Hollow or to some of these other places, and we're like, Scotty Scheffler's going to win. It's 100%. Now he gets overseas, and we're like, no. Is there something wrong with us, or is there something wrong
With Scotty.
with Scotty Scheffler's game for
Wait,
difficult
you're saying we don't
conditions?
think he's going to win internationally?
I don't. Do you?
I mean, I don't know. He's
He's the
really good at
favorite
playing
by a
American
lot.
golf. It's two completely. I mean, I don't know what this golf course like where they're playing at. I can't see it in my head.
It's
Is it?
relatively flat. It's not like it's little rolling hills, but the wind tends to pick up off of the water. I mean, that's really the defense. So it's not gonna play like Trot said that the weather looks perfect this week. I don't know if that means that it is like 70 degrees and sunny or if it's gonna be gusting 40. I don't know what perfect weather is for Trot.
I feel like Scotty is like a master class, maybe the best target golfer of all time. Like hit it like it's 165. He's gonna hit it 165, and it's gonna go a mile in the air, and it's gonna fucking stop right at 165 yards. If he's got to hit it on the ground and play, I don't know. Maybe that's just like there's people that are better at that than he is. Um, Playing under a little more adversity, I guess you could say. He's really good at playing American golf, the
I
best
agree.
right now.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if you're that fucking good with your numbers, you would think that you can't say he has a lack of creativity, can you? I don't think
No.
so.
No, I don't think
No.
so either.
So I don't know what it is.
Okay, so Trot says perfect golf is 70 degrees with 10 to 15 miles an hour of wind over there. Well,
Okay.
Austin, here's the thing. Austin makes a really good point. He's a Texas guy, should be able to play in the wind. They play in the wind all the time in Texas.
He, is it the travel? I mean, is it the time change? Is it? Hmm.
To
I
me,
guess
there is still that one piece that's missing for Scotty Scheffler,
does
and
does
that
he feel
is,
that way?
I don't think so.
I think he's like, well, it's time to get it done, like on a world stage, because
Yeah, I think he's probably in the mindset that, man, this is another kind of obstacle to overcome. And once I get past it, I'm going to be able to win all the time overseas.
that's what was so cool about watching Tiger. Like, it was fun watching him win American golf, but then he did some incredible shit, like when he got overseas. Like, what was it? What was the Open that he didn't hit it in a bunker the whole
Oh my
event?
gosh. Oh my gosh. It's the golf course with a ton of bunkers.
Is that exactly like I don't know what year that was, but
It was like an anomaly that he didn't hit it into a bunker.
it was fucking outrageous. Like, yeah. So I don't know. That maybe that's another card that you pull when you try to when people start trying to compare anybody that's even close.
Yeah, good point.
You
Now,
know.
as we are talking about the Open Championship, obviously there's going to be some live guys that are going to be a part of this.
Mhm.
The live golf deal has completely been kaput, right? Lucas Glover came out. Did you hear his comments?
No, no. Give me the update on this.
I mean, I heard the sound bites, right? I didn't listen to the entire interview or anything like that. So I'm just as bad as probably the majority of the media when it comes to this part of just kind of taking the main like headline from it. But he basically said he does not want to play with live golfers. Even if they come back to the PGA Tour, he never wants to play with them again. So he wants them completely out and just has no remorse in regards to allowing them to come back. So that kind of matches up with where the deal is at right now, where it's not like
That
Yasir
doesn't make
screwed
any
up,
sense
in
to
my
me.
opinion.
That doesn't make any sense to me, though. Do you know why?
Why?
Why? Well, wouldn't if there? Let's just say there's 3 guys on the Live Tour that are still in the top 10 on the PGA Tour. If they came back tomorrow, wouldn't wouldn't you want to win or be competitive on the PGA Tour again? Take the money out of it and take all the bullshit away from it. Like, wouldn't you want to know that you're playing against the best in the game? And if there's still a couple of those dudes over there, and you just, I don't know. That's kind of where I stand on it. Like, okay, you don't have to have remorse. You could be mad. You don't have to agree with what they did, but if they belong in the conversation of being the best in the world that tee it up week to week, then you should want to play with those guys because you should want to beat those guys, like as a competitor. I don't know.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing because
Who's commenting?
of the whole no, it's not even the comments. It's
What
literally
happened?
the when Lucas Glover he didn't win a tournament, right? And his wife went off on him,
Oh
remember?
yeah, beat the shit out of him.
Yeah. So as you're talking about this and wanting to like beat the best players in the world,
Oh, you're
I'm
thinking
like,
like
maybe Lucas Glover doesn't. Maybe he doesn't.
he got beat so bad by his wife, he doesn't want to beat anybody anymore.
He's like, hey, they're gone. Let me compete at this level to try to beat the other guys. I don't need to beat everybody.
No, I get that. I don't know. I'm
No,
just like
no.
sports in general, at a professional level. The whole
Oh,
point of
no.
what happened.
Oh, no. We forgot. Scheffler won the Hero World Challenge. Did he? Is that real? Yeah, he
I
did,
should
didn't
know
he?
that. Well, then he's the best player ever lived.
No, but
Because
that's
that,
international soil. That goes against our entire thing
yep,
about
nope,
not
got it.
winning on international soil.
We got to walk back on that fast. Okay, we got to run
Reel it
back
in.
across that bridge.
Reel it in.
And not only did he win on international soil, he won what's arguably the best and strongest field and hardest golf course on earth. And we got that wrong.
Yeah, we should be shut down.
Shut down after that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think this might be the last episode.
he won the Hero.
Your favorite golf tournament. How do you
It's not my
not know?
favorite. It's not my favorite. I just respect it because it's the hardest, best test of golf on the planet. And we're sitting here saying
Hosted
that
by
Scotty
Tiger.
can't prove it. Jesus Christ, man, this is bad.
I let you down. That's what I did. I let you
Let
down.
myself down.
Yeah. Yeah, sure did. It's tough scene out here in the streets of
Who
Arizona.
said that he won that?
Trot did.
Of course he did. Fucking
Yeah.
statistician over there. God damn.
He's our unofficial researcher. He knows. Oh, he
I
won it last
know.
year.
I know
Why?
he's prepping for the show. He's sitting there with the computer like, if the
Where
boys,
were we last? Did we do a show on this? How do I not remember this?
oh fuck.
Oh, I think this is. I think he won before we got into the whole, like, the whole deal that we do,
What's the deal?
the Hero World Challenge deal.
What's
That
the
it
what's the
is
deal?
that it's the hardest golf course in the world and the toughest tournament to win.
Well, anybody that disagrees with that isn't a real golfer, and they don't know anything about the game at its highest level. And now that we find out, we really look bad on this one.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. That's for sure.
It's okay. We get a pass.
I think so. I think we get a pass on this one. We've both had very long days. And for the preview show, anybody from Live that you think has a realistic shot over there in Ireland?
I, I gotta throw Cam Smith out there. I know nobody thinks that he's washed up or whatever. I'm pretty sure this guy still grinds pretty hard on his golf game. Um, I think he still works on it quite a bit. Him and then Rom. I don't think Bryson has a chance in hell. I just don't think so. He's not very good. But I don't know, the dark horse live, I guess you could say, would be Cam for me.
Okay. All right. My live golfer that I think will perform well is Rom. I like Rom at Royal Portrush. And of course, everybody's going to love Hatton and everybody's going to love who else was up there? Carlos Ortiz was up there for the US Open as well. So those guys, of course, are going to be talked about. I don't even know if Carlos Ortiz is in the field for the Open Championship. So who knows? We shall see. And
I think
next week, by the
Sergio.
way, we will have a lot more. Yeah, I don't even know. We'll have a lot more details around the players who are actually playing in the Open Championship. We will have a full Open Championship show where
Yes,
that's all we talk about outside of the winner of the Genesis Scottish Open.
I'm looking forward to watching this one though. I'm gonna watch this one.
I'm excited to wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning and have golf on.
Yeah, that is cool. That is cool. You can have your coffee. Doesn't interfere with your day, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
All
very
part of
cool.
my 5 a.m. comeback. I am going to be on the couch watching some golf.
Absolutely. Probably with like a training bike under your like built into your couch now.
I
Just
do have
leg.
I do have the treadmill under the desk.
Oh, I seen your fucking dumbass walking out of that thing. I
Oh
love it.
yeah.
It's genius. Like, why just stand there when you could be walking?
Yeah, I've got to literally get, just to talk about this for a second, I've got to get between, well, it has to be over 10,000 steps, but realistically 12,000 to 13,000 a day. You don't realize how hard that is,
It's a lot.
especially with how hot it is out here in Arizona, like during the summertime, in order to get that many steps. And literally, like if I'm under 10,000 heading into the evening, I'll just jump on the treadmill
Let's
and
do it.
I'll just start researching something.
Yeah.
So
Or
that's
watch
always
something or listen to something. I mean, how many steps are in like a mile? Let's just put it that way.
how many steps in a mile? I don't
Because
know.
it's a pretty solid mile. A good pace for miles, what, like 3 miles an hour probably is pretty decent. So that takes like, I don't know, 18 minutes. So how many steps are you getting in? What I'm saying is, if you wanted to just say, fuck that, 10,000 is not bad, I'm going to go do that,
Let me
probably
see.
take you, that's probably like 3 hours of walking.
So 2.46 miles for me today has been 5,798 steps. So I'm way behind today because of all the shit that happened with the car, with the tires, getting that all
Sure.
changed out before the show. So I'm going to be hitting the treadmill tonight. I'm going to be on it right after this once we hop off. And have to get in another at least 5,000
You,
steps.
you need to bring like the treadmill with you and put it in the trunk. That way, there's no excuses when you run into these little car issues or whatever. You just sit in discount tire and just fucking set that thing up and just walk.
Wow. Yeah.
I
I
mean,
will say
that's what
this too. As part of the 5 a.m. comeback, I've been seeing good old Trot Golfer on a weekly basis. And I'm going to tell you, man, him and I together as a team, we're dangerous out there.
I can
And
feel the vibe through the phone here. Like, it's
yeah,
intense.
it's real.
It's
And
romance ish almost. It's very intense.
it's very intense. The other one that has just come up, by the way, where Dr. I can't, I always call him Dr. P. It's Picariello. I
Okay.
think that's how you pronunciate his name. I will. I botched it obviously for this one, but I will make sure that Doc. I always call him Doc, but Dr. Lee Picariello. He is I mean, just a incredible mental coach, and he reached out to me when he saw the 5 a.m. comeback. It was like, Matt, I want to be your mental coach. And I
Okay.
was like, all right, let's talk about it. And my God, like if you see that clip with him, awesome. Just absolutely awesome. I can't wait to get in. We work together now on a weekly basis. So this is all coming together. All coming together. More to come.
Locked.
Locked in, locked and loaded. So exciting times. And I'm doing this just so that I can be on your team on the Grass League, Butsy.
They got the matches coming up. Did you see that? They got the Grass League matches coming up.
Oh, the other one I forgot to mention. Ruben over at Custom Golf AC.
Oh, yeah.
Bro. I'm going bro on this one.
Bro.
So we're over there and he's like, let's throw in the Ventus Black Shaft in here. Let's mess with the weights in the head. And all of a sudden, today, just ripping.
Were you like,
I got excited about hitting driver again. That's exactly what it was like.
oh, shit.
That's
Just every
exactly
ball.
what it was like.
I got to see this.
Dude, it is awesome. You got to come out and play. We got to get out and play at some point in the near future.
We used to, man. Remember those days?
Those days were fun. We used to have a great time. We used to compete against other people.
Yeah. Well, we could do that Sunday. I'm planning to play Sunday.
All right. Give me an invite. I'm there.
Okay. You're invited.
I love it.
Oh, God.
Right on the show. I love it.
Seafood salad earlier. It's just
I'm so glad that you are at your place. I'm in the studio.
I was doing this to myself.
Last week was rough with the croutons.
The Italians.
You brought up this
pepperoni pizza.
And when you told me it wasn't pepperoni pizza, it really threw me for a loop. I was pretty certain off of that burp that it was a pepperoni pizza. If you guys missed it, check out last week's episode that we did over at Swing Shift. That has been dynamic as well, being able to get in there 24 hours a day. That's pretty sick. Like,
it's a cool
I booked
place.
my time, go in, and today was the first time I saw anybody in there with me. So that was interesting. I'm just ripping drivers, and I'm like, "You're on this bay?" He's like, "Yeah, I am." He goes, "But I can go to the other one." I'm like,
Good.
"Okay, cool."
Go to the other one. I'm busy.
Yeah, it was. And then his girl showed up, and so I got to tell you, like, having the girl come by the indoor golf center is not a bad idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I might start doing that too. Bring the wife.
Yeah. It's cool. It's air conditioned. They got a little like mini bar thing there, like snacks. They got a microwave too. Did I see?
I didn't see the microwave. I don't know. I haven't really migrated my way over there. I kind of, when I get in the morning, because I'll normally arrive around 6, and I'm delusional at that point. So I just get in and I just don't know what I'm doing. So yeah,
I got you.
But to your point, you asked me last week. You're like, "Have you taken a dump in the bathroom yet?" Looks like a really nice bathroom.
No. Yeah.
Still have not. So can I really call it home if I haven't pooped in there yet?
I mean, do you just let it fly like mine's ready to go, like the shotgun's loaded within 8 minutes of waking up. So if that's what's happening to you, I can understand that, you haven't let one go over there. But like, does it happen after? I hope you don't go hit all those balls and sit on that thing. That's crazy.
Yeah. Tribe wants to know, did you see the action on the gram today? On the Pull Hook gram?
No.
He'll check it out, Tribe.
I have not been on there too much today. So after this cessates, I will take a peek.
Perfect.
Does it involve you guys out there? Maybe I don't know, showering together, or what are we doing?
Definitely not showering together. It is an old school country club, though.
I'm just kidding.
I like it there. I feel right at home.
Well, that's awesome.
I'm sorry. That awkward silence was priceless.
Oh, it's good. We got some good clips from this one. I can already tell. We got some good ones.
Yeah. Yeah, this was fun getting back to you and I just bantering back and forth a bit.
I'd like you wishing the PGA Tour was on at 2:00 in the morning. It was just, man.
Well, that was back in the day, though. That's when I was at my peak of partying, drinking, and literally
Oh,
staying
yeah.
up all hours. Like I would be up until 3 a.m. anyways, to where I'm just
Sure.
watching golf. Like I loved that.
Yeah. Come home, get yourself a little snack, lay on the couch, still kind of up till like 4:30, pass out.
You pass out,
Maybe
you wake back up, the golf might be ending. You don't
it's
know.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Used to be a
Oh
good
God.
time. But all right,
Well,
Butsy. Hopefully I'll see you Sunday. We'll play some golf. That'd be great.
yeah, I'm gonna work on the location tomorrow, and I will let you know.
Sounds good. Well, everybody, we
Right,
do want to
everybody.
thank our sponsors over at Devro Golf. Utilize the promo code PullHookGolf20 at checkout for 20% off your entire order at devrogolf.com. Vice Golf, utilize the promo code PullHook. And finally, at Rockform, I think it's Pull. Hang on. I got to check previous show notes here. Oh, man. I completely forget what the promo code is for Rockform.
It's
Yeah, do you remember? What the heck?
Do I
I can't
remember?
even I can't even find the notes. Where are our previous show notes? Oh,
This
here
is
we
why you
go.
need to make the code
Oh
the
my God,
same.
there it is. I try, but the companies a lot of times will just be like, okay, here's your code. So yeah, we've got 3 different codes right now. It's Pullhook 2025 for
Oh,
Rockform.
you were
So
right.
if anybody needs the promo codes, send us a DM. We will shoot those over to you, but 20% off over at Rockform. So we're not messing around. We got 20% off at Devro Golf. We got 15% off extra over at Vice Golf. And we got 20% off at Rockform. Pull Hook 2025 for Rockform, Pull Hook for Vice Golf, and Pull
Dude, we're
Hook
like
Golf 20 for Devro.
we're like the Amazon Prime Day of golf. I mean, it is
Dude,
Prime Day today, but like we're better than that for
I
golf.
know. Really am.
Get
All
your
right.
deals.
Have a great week, everybody. Peace out. A-Town down.